Hey guys, it's Motive17, and yes, I am remaking my Need for Speed Most Wanted Blacklist walkthrough. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, but I kind of told myself that if people wanted me to make it, I would remake it. I have Need for Speed on the PC now, I have fraps, so it should be able to record a lot better, and I have a better quality microphone, so altogether it should be a lot better quality. So, I'm up to the challenge. It'll probably be another 6 months before we get it done, but I'm ready. So we're going to start with Sunny, of course, number 15. Here's his car, and I'm sure you've heard me say before, I think it's disgusting. Looks like a Chinese takeout box, in my opinion. Like I've said before, his car is really good if you can get it, but of course you got to start with something else. It's pretty much Japanese versus Italian versus American. Of course, I'm not going to pick the American one. I'll probably go with, I'll go with the Fiat this time. I went Lexus last time. You shouldn't have to put much on your car. I'm just leaving it stock in case I get his Golf. I really don't want to dump money into something I'm not going to use. I'm running a completely stock Fiat Punto, nothing on the engine. You should be able to beat him that way. It saves you some money. The Fiat has the best acceleration out of the three cars that you can start with. The only problem is it loses a lot of speed throughout the turns, so if you can take the inside, you should be pretty well off. Avoid traffic at all costs, because even though this does have the best acceleration out of the three starter cars, it's still it's nothing compared to Sunny's Golf. Sunny always slows down through here way too much. You should be able to cut a clear path through those turns, and as you can see on the map, he's pretty far back there because he slows down too much there. This is a very crucial part. Keep your speed up and just kind of weave in and out of traffic, making as little movements as possible. And this shortcut coming up here on the left is necessary because he will also take it, and if you don't take it, he'll have the upper edge. Cut corners as close as you can. If you find you've crashed or spun out, just keep an eye on the map, see where he is, see where he's coming from, and if you can, try to block his path as he tries to pass. What I do sometimes is listen for which speaker his engine's coming out of. If it's coming out the right one, of course, it's on the right, left is on the left. Just little things like that can help you determine where he is and where he's going to try to pass without even having to look back. There's really nothing much to say about his first race, aside from take shortcuts if you see them, cut corners as close as you can, don't make any unnecessary stops, or yeah, so really, as long as you can drive fairly decent, you should be able to beat him without much trouble. He'll pass you every once in a while, but you can easily get back up because he'll crash into quite a few poles. you find you are in an area with a bunch of traffic, it's always better to slow down than to end up crashing into one and losing a bunch of speed. As long as you can successfully weave in and out of it, you should be fine. Alright, now on to the second race. This one is not as, doesn't have as many curves on it. It's a lot more straightforward. Just keep your speed up, avoid traffic, and you should be fine. Now, I've seen countless videos where people try to either go through the car wash or the gas pumps at the gas station, and neither is a good idea because you'll just end up slowing down much more than you would if you were to just go the normal way. Of course, take this shortcut up here. It's huge and he will definitely take it. The more you can avoid hitting the walls there, the faster you'll go, and the faster you'll go when you slingshot out of there, hopefully giving you the upper edge. On turns like that, try to keep your speed up as much as you can and just try to glide through it without hitting any walls or cars. These two shortcuts here are in a straight line, which makes it a lot easier to pass people because they'll be going around the curves if they don't take it and use up more time. And just like that, you're finished with the first lap, and you just do the same thing again. It's probably easier than the last race you did, and that's saying something. Although signs and posts and such don't seem to slow you down much, if you keep hitting them, it can account to a pretty big speed difference in where your opponent will easily be able to pass you up. So if you can avoid it, I mean, if you hit one sign, it's not fine. It's not bad at all, but just try to keep your driving clean. And there you go, Sonny has been beat. Now, like I said, his car is really good if you can get it, but you shouldn't stress out if you don't. I find it's usually in the middle or the right. Now, that could just be random, but that's what I've noticed.